चौसर की बिसात, चाहे हो अग्नि परीक्षा, चाहे चौसर की बिसात, हर सदी में दांव पर है नारियों की जिंदगी. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and participants, a very good afternoon to one and all present here. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all to the valedictory ceremony of the symposium titled Exploring New Frontiers in Women's Health and Well-Being, with this beautiful yet thought-provoking poem by Kirti Kale. This remarkable event, conducted under the G20 University Connect program, is a testament to our commitment to advancing critical discussions on women's health and well-being in today's world.
Women over the centuries have always faced deep-rooted gender-specific discrimination due to various prolonged unfavorable socio-cultural factors. Be it the area of education, safety, or even women's health, which is the core agenda in today's event, it has always been women who have faced discrimination and suffered a neglected status. The Symposium of Women and Health aims to provide a platform for researchers, practitioners, policymakers, and advocates to come together and discuss innovative approaches, share best practices, and propose actionable solutions to enhance women's health and well-being globally.
No auspicious occasion should start without the blessings of the Almighty. So the function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who is praying. Now let us invite Suhani on the stage for Saraswati Vanna, and it is a request for our esteemed guest to kindly invoke the lamp.
हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे. हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. मुनियों ने समझी है, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी. हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. तू श्वेत वर्ण कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे. मन से हमारे मिटा दे अंधेरे, हमको जालों का संसार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ.
At Amity University, traditions blend with modernity. So on that note, I request Professor Dr. D.K. Bandyopadhyay, sir, to kindly welcome our guest with the Tulsi sapling as a symbol of eternity and growth. I would like to kindly request Professor Shefali Raizada ma'am to kindly felicitate our guests.
Before we embark on this enlightening journey of knowledge and discourse, I would like to call upon our faculty convener, Dr. Ekta Gupta ma'am, to kindly tell us a little bit more about the symposium.
Thank you, and good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the dais. Being a feminine, it isn't just about embracing and showing off the equal status of the society towards women. It is about honoring the entire spirit of motherhood, of sisterhood, moreover, of the womanhood. It is about accepting, treating, and nurturing women with an eye of equality and justice that beholds a progressive side with one foot in the present and other in an even better approach towards the future. The mission and vision towards this event is that to think and to articulate that what is the change in the society related to the woman and how we have to go miles apart. With this, I, Dr. Ekta Gupta, with my convener, Dr. Swati Bujawat, welcome each and every one of you to be a part of change in the society we wish to embrace. Thank you.
We would like to call upon the one who is an epitome of humbleness and embraces all qualities of womanhood, Professor Dr. Shefali Raizada ma'am, Additional Director, Amity Law School, to welcome our esteemed guests.
Very good afternoon. Very respected, distinguished guest of the day on this valedictory ceremony. Respected our chairman, sir, Professor Dr. D.K. Bandyopadhyay, sir, our sir, former justice, and our very, very eminent professor who has joined us in last month, our Rakesh Tandon, sir. Very warm welcome. And I'm very grateful to all our distinguished guests and our chairman, sir, and the vice chairman, sir, for coming and putting a lot of support and motivation for doing all these activities. I also welcome our faculty colleagues, Dr. Tomar and Dr. Bhanu, all my faculty colleagues sitting off the dais, and dear students. I could see the very less number, but certainly it's this symposium which was based on a very important particular aspect, that is the women health. We have put a lot of mind what the topic should be, which could configure and which could align with the G20 and SDG goals. Because the G20, India is the host, or India is the organizing part. It is each one of us has the responsibility to do something to contribute, to enhance this kind of our participation in the educational institutions, in the government, in the different organizations, so that we all Indians be the part with our agenda of G20. Obviously, as I told you, this topic has been taken and given us so much of efforts and thought process. What should be exactly the nerve cord of this symposium? It's not a women health overall. So as we know, women plays a very important role in society. But I will also add, some may believe or some may not. But the womanhood has always proved She is sufficient, she is fulfilling, and she is competent enough to prove the self in times of want or in times of need also. So that is the completion of the society is there with the contribution of the women. Obviously, health, which we have taken, is a very important part. Because as I told, women has a very different responsibilities also as a motherhood, as a wife, as a friend, and as a guide, and as a professional. And they have to have the multiple roles to play. So health is very important for them to stand physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. So that is what we have taken this topic. If you go into the deep thinking and the objectives of this, it's very, very important of the discourses of the today's time. I will like to convey here that much of the good speakers, more than 80 papers have been presented in the different technical sessions. We have put it in a hybrid mode so that many of others who are sitting and staying outside city and outside country, they may take the place because it's a worldwide kind of the issue. So again, I would convey my gratitudes, first of all, to our guest of honor for the day, Ms. Neeta Bajpai ji, Media in Charge, Mahila Morcha, BJP, Noida Mahanagar. She is not a media person. Being a woman, she is holding so many other responsibility and contribution, maybe through media or maybe some other ways. So, but her contribution being a woman is very, very well noticed and acknowledged. So I welcome you, Neeta ji, and so much of obliged to have you here today on this event. Again, I welcome our another guest of honor, Shri Ravikant Mishra ji, ex-MLA and chairman, Nadi Shiksha Kalyan Samiti. But I will also add, he is looking after many other platforms, keeping in mind the welfare of the girl child, and women. Am I right? I think Ravikanji, which I got to know before your coming, and such a good personality having especially. So I think you are the right person for the event because you are handling many things related to women and girl child. Once again, I welcome our chairman, sir, Professor D.K. Bandyopadhyay, sir, for giving all support and motivation, giving a right direction. And also, it's very, very important, our Honorable former Justice, Professor Rajesh Tandon, sir, distinguished professor of law, and additional vice chairman, Amity Law Foundation and Amity Judicial Academy, Noida. Sir, your presence is very, very, your esteemed presence, I should say, it's very important for us. You are here, certainly your inputs and your deliberations would give another message to the society through this platform. So I stop here, but certainly all welcome to all the speakers, participants who were the part of the technical sessions who presented paper. I think many of them have joined online. Few of those speakers are here amongst us. And certainly I will quote here our convener, Dr. Swati Bijawat. It is her contribution, her efforts, and her initiative which she took. But because of certain tragedy, she is on leave. She was ready to come today, but I have stopped her. You know, this is not the right time to come and join your profession being a lady because you have another responsibility at home. So I stopped her. I think she is very much here. I want to hear from you, Swati. But more than that, I could say the great contribution in the times of need, Dr. Ekta Gupta took this responsibility in the absence of Swati Bijawat. I found her, she is the right person at this point of time when I need some faculty who could take up the charge. And I found she took extra efforts to put all these things online. And I'm really thankful and appreciate their efforts, both of them, and certainly student committee. So with the gratitudes, with the thanks, again, I welcome you on this so that we can start our dice. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Aditya Toma, Additional Director, Amity Law School, our guiding light and the one who is here to always support us and motivate us in all our future endeavors. Sir, please share your words of wisdom.
So, honorable guests on the dais, off the dais, my colleague, faculty members, and dear students. So, as the topic was explained in a very beautiful manner by my colleague, Dr. Shefali Raizada, there is no need to say much about the topic, but I agree in full that Symposium on Women's Health and Well-being is very important for women as well as for the men. Just because of if a woman is healthy and physically and mentally, then the society and family both are healthy. So with these words, I just like to welcome to both the guests of the day, Ms. Neeta Vajpayee ji, Media in Charge, VJP Noida, and Shri Ravikant Mishra ji. Thank you very much, sir, that you spared your valuable time to address the students and just to speak on a very valuable topic. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call upon Dr. Professor Arvind P. Panu, sir, Additional Director, Amity Law School, who is a hardcore leader and an embodiment of knowledge, to enlighten us with his wise words.
Thank you so much. Respected dignitaries sitting on a dais, and dear students. With reference to the symposium, I can understand whenever any issue is discussed on the forum of law school, there are three things, only three things, which are kept in mind. Number one, the existing law. Number two, the enforcement of existing law. Number three, absence of law. So try to understand, I'm just putting my words before you, that the topic which has been debated upon this forum is exploring new frontiers connected to women health and their well-being. So new frontiers, whenever we talk of, we must see our constitution. Whether our constitution is suffice till date to extend the protection to the women or to deal with the new frontiers, though they are not in existence, but they are probably coming. This is the cruxing point of this symposium. I'm just referring two cases, Honorable Sir. Sajjan Singh, 1965, very well-known case, you all know. Maneka Gandhi, 1978 case. If you see, the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court has made it clear that Part 3rd, which consists the fundamental rights, is calculated to protect the dignity of the individual and create conditions in which every human being can develop his personality to the fullest extent. I'm giving emphasis. Personality to the fullest extent. Now, Just I am referring one more article, Article 21. You all know, Constitution is full of the strength of the provision to extend its protection and provisions for advancement of women, not only in the field of the health, but other than the field of the health also. I am referring also Article 15, Clause 3. What the Supreme Court has said in Maneka Gandhi and Sajjan Singh's case is additional measures, is an additional safeguard which has been provided under Article 15, Clause 3, where a state can make the provision to for advancement of women. So on this very, I can say that the law is sufficient. No need to make any kind of the amendment or to bring any provision to deal with the new frontiers, whether they are with reference to G20 or G40 or G10. Doesn't matter. But law is sufficient. Because try to understand Constitution on the one hand, which is extending the full support to all persons, including women. And the additional measures has also been provided under Article 15, Clause 3. Now I am just drawing your attention upon right to health part of women. Because right to health part is more significant than the other part. It is well researched in case of the women. That is connected to their reproductive health. Very recently, two laws have been passed by the Parliament in 2021. One is ART, Assisted Reproductive Technology. Other one, surrogacy regulations. Now, try to understand that through ART, this is the extension of the protection of the law to the reproductive health of women. Reproductive health of them means on this very point, central law are there which are extending the protection to the reproductive health to the women. Under ART, see the provisions. I will refer Dr. Adityaji's, the very brief reference. ART says that infertile married women can take the assistance from ART. Number one. Even single women can take the assistance of the ART. But try to understand that no single father can take assistance of ART. This is the law. So again, I am saying that you try to understand that additional protection has been extended by the law itself, by central law itself. Means a single mother can go for ART, but single father cannot go. Because I have not given much time, only 2 minutes have been assigned to me. So therefore, I'm just quoting one more case to put before you the law, the verdict of the court to deal with the every frontier, whether it is an old one, new one, or coming one. Suchita Srivastav case is very much famous case, where right to health has been protected. Not only right to health has been protected, but her well-being also has been protected. Means reproductive rights which have been ensured by the Court of Law under Article 21, they include a woman's entitlement to carry a pregnancy, number one, to its full term, to give birth, and to subsequently raise children, and that these rights from part of women's right to privacy, dignity, and bodily integrity. So I'm coming here to collect the existing law. Means the law is sufficed, complete, to protect the women privacy right. Privacy is there, dignity is there, bodily integrity is there. So, summarizing my point, I would like to put forward that, as I have just stressed upon the fact that single woman can take the result of ART, but no single father. And from every aspect, the women are protected. And additional law is being passed, and every time the issue is being discussed. So in my opinion, right now, the law is there, the protection is there. If any new challenge comes, which is adversely impacting upon the women's right, like right to privacy, right relating to the dignity, bodily integrity, the present law is completely sufficient to deal with the matter. On this very point, I would like to submit this, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for educating all of us on these women's rights. Now, our next guest of honor is Honorable former Justice of Uttarakhand High Court, Professor Rajesh Tandonji, who is also Additional Vice Chairman of Amity Law Foundation and Amity Judicial Academy. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Justice Tandon is known for his humility and compassion qualities that have endeared him to everyone encounters. His wisdom and vast knowledge has not only contributed to legal world or community, but also inspired countless individuals. We request sir to please address the gathering.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies, on the dais, our chairman, and Shafali Rajada ji, Mr. Mishra ji, Adit Tomar ji, and Neeta ji. I welcome to all in this function. All of you know that G20 is a program that is by our Prime Minister of India, Sri Modi ji, and under the G20, all the programs are being carried out for the welfare of the entire citizens of the country. This program of women is also adjusted under G20. As you all know that Ambedkar has written the constitution that was promulgated in the year 1950, 26th January. Now the word woman has been in the constitution, in the statute book of the constitution, right from Article 15 to Article 51A. In the Article 51A, the word dignity has been used. Now that dignity has been converted for the woman under the Human Rights Act, that is Prevention of Human Rights Act, where the dignity word has also been used. Now, therefore, the word dignity is a common for the woman, and it's very good that the dignity has to be performed. The government is also taking steps for the woman, for the dignity of the woman. The dignity is such a thing that the woman has to face all these consequences of dowry prohibition and all that. And therefore, in order to restrict all these things, the Supreme Court has framed from time to time, that is Vishaka case, several guidelines have been given how to protect the woman, and Minority POSCO Act, that is how to protect the children, maybe male or female, whatever may be. These are the guidelines, and I pray that the Constitution, the Constitution of India, that is Article 15, Article 51A, that must prevail, and we must protect the women, children, and all that for the welfare of the country. And I am congratulating the organizers for G20 program, and G20 program will certainly take the welfare of the children, women, and all that according to the Constitution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. A dynamic individual with unique sense of leadership, an educationist, a leader, and a source of inspiration for all of us. Honorable Professor Dr. D.K. Bandyopadhyay, sir, is a person who aims for perfection and is one of the factors in defining what Amity Law School, Noida is in terms of education, research, innovation, social outreach programs, and mentoring us, while most importantly, superseding the institution with hundreds of academic awards by national and international bodies as the Honorable Chairman. I would now request, sir, to kindly address the audience.
So good afternoon to all of you. Now, before I speak anything, all the time I start with a question. You must have seen me. What is the question today? Why we are gathered here? Who will tell me? Huh? To discuss the women and well-being under aegis of, that is again bracketed with what? With a symposium. Now my question is, what is a symposium? Yeah. Symposium is a, no, they don't use the seminar, conference together because they have a different connotations. It's an event where free exchange of ideas takes place. Free exchange of ideas. So you are supposed to exchange your ideas. Okay? Some speakers will be coming and speaking. Then you are also to tell your views. And that is going to be your learning. Because in Amity Law School, whatever we do it, it has a purpose. Without purpose, we do not do anything. Rather, I would not like to be involved in any activity where there is no purpose. Here, the purpose is the most important topic under the SDG goals. Health and well-being. One of the goals, health and well-being. So G20 is going to discuss about the how those countries can bring health and well-being. Now, when you talk about health and well-being, especially for women, most importantly, we have to debate ourselves, what is the status of the health in India, especially for the women. Yes, if you go to the National Sample Survey data, our MMR, you understand what is MMR? MMR? Yes. Maternal mortality rate. It used to be very high. Now it has come down 30 out of 1 lakh. As such is the achievement that we have made it. That's one of the indicators. So there are many indicators for the health, women health, many indicators. And if we just look at, when you talk about well-being, health is one side, well-being is another side. Well-being has a different components. And those components you must understand. Physical well-being, most importantly, physical well-being. Second is economic well-being. Third is social well-being. Fourth is development and activity. Emotional well-being, psychological well-being, life satisfaction, domain-specific satisfaction, engaging activities and work. But interestingly, if we are talking about these dimensions, again, exchange of ideas, to me, these all related to women's empowerment. If the women are not empowered, whatever Dr. Bhanu was talking about the article and then surrogation, right to body, there is a Kerala High Court simple, recently order, right to body of the woman. So all those things will go hey. Because law is what? Law is for the good of the societal governance. Law is for the good of the societal governance. And I consider, repeatedly I tell to my students, that you are all going to be social engineers. Now today you can see that today Parliament, they are discussing about the criminal justice law reformation. Why? Because society have changed. Those age-old IPC, CRPC, are they valid today? So they are now changing it. We are now changing it. Parliament means we are changing it. Because there is a demand from the society, and that society is forcing us to change all those things. Now the empowerment when you talk about, it is just, especially giving women an equal say on all those identifiable items that I have talked about. They all come under those categories. I did a little bit of research before coming over here. I could not spare more time because this is a very, very interesting topic. In case we want to achieve, India wants to achieve sustainable development goals, health and well-being, especially health and well-being for the women. So socially, giving women an equal say in important decisions for family and society and valuing their opinions equally. Now today you still they say that in the house, mother's opinions are not given that much of importance. Importance are given to the father's opinion. Why? Mothers have equal opportunity or equal right to give their opinion. That's the first criteria of when we talk about women's empowerment leading to well-being. Second most important, educational. Educating women is as important as educating men. Women should be provided with equal educational opportunities at all stages. Still, urban areas much better off. Suburban areas are better off. But go to the rural areas, just see the apathy. Just see the way the girl childs are being treated. So you all, or we all, must look into that if we really give the empowerment for the good health and well-being, then what do we do about them? How do we make that every child, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao slogan is very good and impactful slogan, but we need to see that at the implementation level. If we cannot implement it, then it remains as a slogan. The third most important, economic, creating equal work opportunities for men and women and paying them equally. Look at even look at the Bollywoods today. There is so much of disparity of the women. Why? It is not only in India, but go to Hollywood. They are also with the placards, they are all standing on the streets, telling them that why not we are paid equally with our counterparts. So economic empowerment is equally important. Then political. Still in India, we talk about 33% reservation for women, but what is the reservation? We have to go a long way. So political, accepting women as leaders and giving them equivalent chances in the political field. Still panchayats are a little bit better, but look at the assembly, look at the parliament. Then psychologically, women still feels unsafe. Most important thing for all of us to ponder with. Women still feel unsafe while traveling or moving out in the rain, in the night. Giving them a sense of security and helping them uplift their fears. That fear factor is still there. Even I say to my daughter, look, 8 baj gaya, bahar mat jana. Whereas I do not tell to my son. Why not? That means we are not able to create that type of society, which society protects their interest. Now, one side, law is there. All of us know that law must be put in place when the question of governance comes. But side by side, how do we formulate the law to take care of this empowerment? To take care of this empowerment to the women so that women can in turn create an well-being to the society. I think this symposium is all meant for that, that how do you create a society where the health and well-being of the woman becomes a top priority. And they say that if you want to, educate hundreds of persons, educate a woman, because woman gives education to hundreds of people. So this topic of symposium, I must congratulate Dr. Shefali Raizada for bringing this topic together and also assigning the task to Swati. Swati unfortunately could not be here, but Ekta is playing equal role, supported by all my batteries of faculty members. They know that any activity what LSN does must have a high standard. I think I was looking at those papers which come in the symposium. Their again exchange of ideas are really, really good. So I am thankful. I am thankful to our guest Nitaji today here, and we shall look for our much more interactions with you, Nitaji, because you are a spokesperson. So we also become a spokesperson of Amity Law School, Noida. Now my friend sitting over there, Misra ji, my good old friend, do you know that? He had lots of opportunity. He was a former MLA. He had lots of opportunity to go to another field. But he says, no, I will take care of the tiny tots. By that's the place where I stay by the side, he has created a crèche cum tiny toddler home. Housing about 200 to 300 students, age of 2 years to age of 8 years or 9 years, they are being kept over there. So that the women can work freely at their workplace. That's the immense service that he has been providing. I visit his school and I see that the immense service that he is providing. Sir, we are really thankful to you for making this thing in the society. So with these few words, I congratulate all of you. I do not know whether you will get the opportunity to speak or not, or exchange your ideas or not, but certainly you should exchange. But when this type of symposium will be there, I would call upon to all of you, write some article, do some research, come up with that. Law is nothing but societal governance. Law is nothing but how to make the society to change, how to make the society to be properly governed. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman, sir, for your wise words of wisdom. Today we have among ourselves a distinguished personality, Shri Ravikant Mishra ji. He is an ex-MLA from Noida and chairman of Naudi Shiksha Kalyan Samiti. We humbly request your esteemed presence to grace us with your wisdom and insights. Your presence would truly honor our event and would inspire us all in our future endeavors. So please.
Thanks, Bandhu sir, all guests, my seniors, and all law student, Amity School. आप लोगों ने आज ये जो प्रोग्राम किया है, बंदोपाध्याय सर ने अभी बताया इसके बारे में सारा, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, हमारे उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री योगी जी लगातार स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, लॉ के लिए नए नए कॉलेज खोल रहे हैं, और जो भी आप लोगों के सजेशन हम लोगों की सरकार के पास आएंगे, वो हम लोग उसका वेलकम करेंगे। और जो भी मतलब आप लोगों के सजेशंस हैं वो आप अपनी टीम के थ्रू और आप लोग मेरी ईमेल आईडी पे भेज सकते हैं, हम मुख्यमंत्री प्रधानमंत्री तक आपके पहुंचाएंगे। थैंक यू ऑल।
Sir, thank you so much. Sir, you have taken your valuable time. I request my dignitaries to kindly felicitate Shri Ravikant Mishra, sir. I request our three HOIs to kindly give the token of gratitude to Honorable Justice Rajesh Tandon ji. Thank you.
Today, we have among ourselves our honorable guest, Ms. Neeta Bajpai ma'am, who is the media in charge of Society for Education and Development of BJP of Noida Mahanagar. Ma'am is an exceptionally qualified person with a master's in Indian history, diploma in public administration, fashion, textile designing, news reading, anchoring, and in radio jockey. Ma'am has relentlessly worked hard with her unwavering determination and passion towards her work. Ma'am, it would be a pleasure to hear your motivating words.
नमस्कार। आज मेरे आदरणीय जितने भी मंच पे विराजमान मेरे आदरणीय परम आदरणीय इतने बड़े, इतने गुणी, इतने शिक्षित लोगों ने मुझे आमंत्रित किया, इसके लिए मैं आप सभी का आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। और मेरे भारत का भविष्य जो सामने बैठा है, इससे मैं आग्रह करूंगी कि जो भी हमारा ये फंक्शन है, जो भी प्रोग्राम है, ये सिर्फ बातचीत का एक मुद्दा आज रह के यहीं पे खत्म ना हो जाए। इसको हमें हर आदमी को, एक एक पर्सन को जो यहाँ बैठा है, एक मशाल की तरह आगे बढ़ाना है और हमें वहां तक पहुंचाना है जहां तक इसकी जरूरत है। मीन्स की उस एक लास्ट बैठी महिला के पास जहां पे आपका इंटरनेट नहीं है, आपका कोई भी सोशल गैदरिंग नहीं होती, वहां पे इसकी जरूरत है। जिस विषय में हम यहाँ पे चर्चा कर रहे हैं, हम चर्चा करेंगे, करते रहेंगे, लेकिन इस चर्चा का सार्थक तभी होगी जब तक इसको धरातल पे उतारा ना जाए। तो मैं यहाँ से आग्रह करूंगी आप सभी से, आप जहां भी जिस फील्ड में भी हो, जहां भी वर्क करते हो, जहां भी जाते हो, सामाजिक कार्यकर्ता हो, स्टूडेंट हो या कुछ भी हो, आपका समाज के प्रति और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि आज एमआईटी ने, लॉ स्कूल ने, यूनिवर्सिटी ने जो ये प्रोग्राम रखा, इसके लिए भी मैं तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी, क्योंकि आज का सबसे ज्वलंत मुद्दा भारत में, हिंदुस्तान में ये है कि हमारी महिलाओं को, महिलाएं, आप लोग जैसा बहुत सारी महिलाएं यहाँ बैठी हैं, जरूरत ज्यादा है, और इनको सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत क्या है, क्योंकि ये अपने ऊपर ध्यान नहीं देती हैं, वो वर्किंग भी है, मदर भी है, मतलब हर रोल एक, अगर हम कहानी बुने ना, तो उस कहानी का मेन कैरेक्टर ये महिला होती है। वो माँ भी है, सास भी है, बहू भी है, सब कुछ है, हर किरदार निभाती है, लेकिन एक काम नहीं करती, जो अपने हेल्थ पे वो ध्यान नहीं देती है, अवॉइड करती है छोटी छोटी चीजें। और ये जो हम स्वास्थ्य की बात कर रहे हैं ना, एम्पावरमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं, ये सब एक चर्चा नहीं है। इसको जब तक हम इस पूरे एटमॉस्फेयर से निकल के बाहर इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं करेंगे, तब तक ये सार्थक नहीं होगा। तो हम आज, मेरे गुरुजनों ने बहुत सारे लॉ, बहुत सारे कुछ बता दिया, मैं लॉ की फील्ड की नहीं हूँ, मैं वक्ता हूँ तो बोलूंगी ही, और मैं एक सोशल वर्कर हूँ, मैं तो मैं काम करने के लिए ही आपको सजेशन दूंगी, इसी पर चर्चा करूंगी। तो मैं सिर्फ रिक्वेस्ट कर सकती हूँ आप सभी से, मैं भी करती हूँ, मैं बहुत ही जमीनी स्तर पे जाती हूँ, बहुत ही, जहाँ पे शायद आप जाओगे तो नाक भी दबा लोगे कि बदबू आ रही है, मैं वहां जाती हूँ। हेल्थ का मैं देखती हूँ बहुत जरूरत है उन्हें हर तरह से, लेकिन कोई गाइड करने वाला प्रॉपर नहीं है। अगर हम इस चीज को, एक एक आदमी ने प्रण बना लिया कि चलो हम पूरे समाज को नहीं बदल सकते, एक किसी की हेल्प कर सकते हैं, उसको शिक्षित कर सकते हैं, इस बारे में गाइड कर सकते हैं, तो ये आज की ये चर्चा जो है सार्थक होगी। तो मैं ज्यादा कुछ नहीं बोलूंगी, शेफाली मैम का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगी, एमआईटी कॉलेज का दूंगी, इस जो भी ये परिचर्चा ऑर्गेनाइज की गई है उसके फ्रंट में, बैक स्टेज में कार्य करने वाले सभी को मैं धन्यवाद दूंगी। मुझे यहाँ पे उपस्थित होके आप लोगों से दो चार होने का मौका मिला, और अपनी थोड़ी बहुत भावनाओं को व्यक्त करने का मौका मिला, और आप सभी को मैं फिर से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि ये मशाल जो आज जलाई है शेफाली मैम और लॉ कॉलेज ने, स्वाति जी यहाँ नहीं है, उनको मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगी। आप इस मशाल को आगे ले जाएंगे, केवल ये परिचर्चा चर्चा का विषय नहीं होके ये धरातल पर भी उतरना चाहिए, यही मेरी आप सभी से प्रार्थना है, और मुझे सुनने के लिए आप सभी का धन्यवाद।
आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैम. Now I kindly request our honorable dignitaries to please release souvenirs.
Come, Palak, come. This event, this symposium is incomplete without the teamwork of Dr. Swati Bijawat and her students. I want her deputy convener and the designer of this souvenir, please come forward and say few words about the souvenir. Thank you so much, ma'am. I want to thank all the dignitaries present here. I want to share my experience about this souvenir. So this souvenir is a symbol of blessing, persistence, and the gratitude that all our dignitaries have shown to us and we have put into it. This souvenir starts with the great message of our founder president, Sir Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan. Then we were more than blessed to have the blessings from our Honorable Chancellor, our Vice Chancellor, ma'am, Dr. Balvinder Shukla, ma'am, and then our chairman, sir, who filled us with his words of wisdom. He said that pride and joy comes when one sees the faculty members and putting their endeavors in engaging themselves in exploring the most socially relevant and academically stimulating topics for the highly appreciate my colleagues of Amity Law School, Noida, for health and well-being. And our additional director, ma'am, and also the editor-in-chief for this event, gave us her blessings and shared a wonderful message, the pave a way for the blessing of this event and the successful endeavor of this event. Equally, we were also blessed with the message of our Honorable Additional Director, Sir, um, and also our faculty convener, ma'am, Dr. Swati Bijawat, who is not present here today, but we also want to thank Ekta ma'am, who always supported us throughout this event. Thank you. Now our next release, that is our book, Body, Mind and Soul. With that, I want to invite our publisher from the Satyam Law International, Yogesh Bhardwaji. Sir, without you, this publication won't possible. And I must say, any publication from my side or our side is not possible. This book is actually, please, sir, please, Yogeshji. This book, Body, Mind and Soul, Understanding the Wellness of Woman Well-being. It is a piece of research which actually came into existence with the idea and thoughts of our editor-in-chief, Professor Dr. Shifali Raizada. From this book, she wants to show woman in her strong persona with emotional quotient included in her personality. When we discussed about this cover of the book, ma'am strongly said that show the woman in the vibrant colors. This book shows 55 authors, including 15 faculty members from the MIT Law School, Noida, and students. Thank you. Now, this is a time what we all are waiting for the declaration of results and prize distribution. Today, the technical sessions and the physical sessions are very well coordinated by our faculty, Dr. Abhilasha Raj and Tusha Singh. I want both of you, please come.
Before starting of the prize, I'm really happy to be having this and holding this book. This is also a very serious kind of the background. The picture depicts itself, the real women. It's not like a celebrity and all. Always, this is my idea. Always the women is in the beautified or in the, I said ki the real hardcore, the picture should come up, the full of responsibility, heaviness, and the core areas of the society to contribute towards. So that is what I'm really appreciate the contribution and the efforts, initiatives, hard work of Dr. Swati Bijawat and Dr. Ekta Gupta. And I was not sure that this book would be on 11th, would be in my hands. So very fast. And what the protocol and channel we follow, apart from the editing, so many editing layers and editing rounds took place, but they have worked day and night to achieve this. And this is in my hand, and even everybody should appreciate Dr. Ekta and the student committee. I think students are in this editorial committee is the Maria, Varya, Sahil Gupta, and Ayushi. I think their contribution is not less appreciable. They are those students, those learning a lot, contributing a lot, sacrificing their time and other things, enjoyment and all, and they have proved it. Really, they are the research and in-depth knowledge and learning experience they are really there to achieve. So thank you everyone of the editorial board or students. Really great, and appreciation is required. Very much more required. I also thank Geeta ji because she has written the foreword, and they're very big in a very small, less words, she has said many things. She has sent a message to us. Thank you so much.
Hello, good evening to all. A very good evening to everyone. This is the time of the evening
that we all are waiting for very eagerly, the time for the result declaration for the Best Paper Presenter Awards. So the second runner-up award goes to Noor Talib. Noor Talib, please come over on the stage and collect your token of appreciation. Congratulations, Noor Talib. The first runner-up award goes to Miss Divita Khanna and Miss Mini Srivastava. Please come over on the stage and collect your token of appreciation. Divita Khanna and Mini Srivastava. Congratulations to both of you. The Best Paper Presenter Award for the technical session goes to Anu Ranjini Nandakumar. Anu Ranjini Nandakumar, please come over on the stage and collect your token of appreciation. Anu Ranjini Nandakumar is not there. So this is all for the technical session award. Now, Dr. Ekta Gupta ma'am will be taking over further. Thank you.
Felicitations. We request our dignitaries to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Neeta Vajpayee ma'am. We request all the HOIs to kindly felicitate with a token of gratitude to our chairman, sir. I request Professor Dr. Neeru Sharan, Professor Dr. Meenu ma'am, please come above and felicitate with a token of gratitude to our all HOIs. Bhavna ma'am, you also, please. Please come. Shifali ma'am. Shifali. Shifali ma'am. Aditya Thomas sir and AP Bhanu sir. We request our dignitaries to kindly give the token of appreciation and gratitude to our publishers, Shri Satish Agarwal ji and Yogesh Bhardwaj ji from Satyam Law International and Satyam Law Books Private Limited. I request our dignitaries to kindly give I request our dignitaries to kindly give the token of appreciation to our moderators, co-moderators in fact, Meena, Dipanvita, Anirudh Vashisht, Neha Gupta, Dr. Shivani Singh, Dr. Gargi Bogodia. Please. So they all are session chairs for today, co-moderators. Dipanvita Bishwas. Dr. Anirudh Vashisht. Dr. Gargi Bergodia. Dr. Neha Gupta. Dr. Shivani Singh. This event will not be possible without the support of our faculty in charges. I request our dignitaries to kindly give them the token of appreciation. Abhilasha Raj, Tushar Singh, Prabdeep Kaur, Abhinav Tomar, Apurva Roy, Dr. Manpreet. Sir, ma'am, ma'am, these are the trophies for them. Thank you so much. Request our dignitaries to kindly felicitate our student conveners, Sahil Gupta, Ayushi, Palak Agarwal, Dhairya Mishra. साहिल गुप्ता, आयुषी, पलक अग्रवाल, धैर्य मिश्रा, साहिल गुप्ता, आयुषी, धैर्य मिश्रा. Request to kindly give the token of appreciation to our student heads, Chirag Rastogi, Paras Arya, Rohit Grover, Roshni Agarwal, Maria Yoshita. Chirag is not here. Paras, Rohit Grover, Roshni Agarwal, Maria Yoshita. मैम जब दूसरे आएंगे आप कर देना. She should do the I would first and foremost like to thank the man whose vision has made us able to think this far, our Honorable Founder President Sir, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, for giving us the platform and the ethos for our conduct. To continue my gratitude and special thanks towards our Honorable Chancellor Sir, Dr. Atul Chauhan, Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla, Professor Dr. D.K. Bandyopadhyay Sir, for giving us a constant and active support with effective leadership. With that, I would like to express my most humble gratitude towards our esteemed guests, Shri Ravikant Mishra ji and Madam Neeta Bajpai ji. Thank you for sharing your valuable space. With this, I would like to give my special thanks to Professor Dr. Aditya Tomar, Professor Dr. Bhanu sir for their endless support. I would like to mention the person without whose perfection and leadership this event would be in substance, Professor Dr. Shifali Raizada, for her effective leadership and constant monitoring and each and every step of this event. This event is actually an idea of Dr. Swati Bajawat. I am just taking and sharing her responsibility. Her team, her student members, they worked continuously from past 1.5 months. All goes to them. Thank you so much to be with me. Thank you, Swati.
Again and again, very, very much thanks to Dr. Swati, her contribution, and moreover, Dr. Ekta's contribution here to make this event as a successful event. I just acknowledge, and really they need a round of applause, a huge round of applause. And student committee, many of them, I think I have not given any token to Vatsalya. I could see them throughout the time they were working. So I appreciate it. I think much more rewarding points to them. Thank you. So thank you so much.
Request to all the guests, all the faculties to kindly join us for the high tea in the lounge.